It's not gay when you start on time. Okay, it may not have been 8 o'clock exact, but it was definitely close enough. I will pat myself on the back for that one. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you are seeing me so far. No Anton yet. He'll be coming in just a minute. I thought, let me go ahead and make sure it is at least working. Yay! I see myself. That is a good sign. And I see the flickering light behind. Sign of Jonah, if you see that. Or see this video, I see what you were speaking of. It's very annoying. I totally get it. All right. Let me just pop out chat and have that ready. I have weird things I like to set up so I can actually read the chat. Thank you, Jamal. You're so awesome. I see you. Yes. I hope you guys are having an awesome Wednesday morning so far. It is delightfully hot here in Texas. That is apparently how we like things. My coffee is missing. This is problem. Must have coffee. There we go. Much better. Cheers to my coffee drinkers.
All right. Sorry about that. I have a whole batch of kids.
Oh, the children are fun, aren't they?
This morning they are hard. Nobody wants to eat eggs today. It's like, what's it? Yesterday the eggs were fine. Yes, we don't want eggs today. Okay, but you have eggs every day. Yes, but not today. Today is not the day. Anyway, and then I had to jockey for the bathroom. So it's like, can everybody get out? I have to go get on stream. Yes, I'll be out in a minute. Yes, I don't have a minute. You must get out now. Now.
Don't worry, we are being rated first thing this morning.
Okay.
Before we even get started. Dad is rating it. I mean, Dominion After Dark is rating us.
Okay,
that's why they need that thing.
Okay,
you,
yes.
Remember?
No, yes. I bought some little bar stools because my kids break all the chairs. So now they're breaking these. So,
they don't mean to. They
yes,
mean
I know.
Well.
Yeah, they mean well riding it, and you know, yes.
And kicking up the legs and having it fall out from under them.
Yes.
We just hear the thud.
Talking about fixing things today.
Yes.
Here's a tip: don't buy anything expensive when you have kids.
No.
All right. After the kids, go buy what you want.
Now, I will laugh at us specifically. We have cream-colored couches, but now we don't even use the couches, so it doesn't matter.
No, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of live in our store.
Problem solved.
Yes.
All right, let me say hello to whom we
morning.
have in. Of course, Dominion After Dark. We've got Frogman, Jamal. He said he can see me.
Okay.
Looks like Red Pill Rebel was in. The comment dropped off, obviously, because it, however long.
Yeah.
And Handy News.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. I am sorry, man. I have not been able to get on much of streams the last few days. Why am I?
Because of the work you've done the last few days.
So anyway, I've been on a ladder. I guess ceiling.
He's been Mr. Fix It.
So we have a manufacturing building where we do all our manufacturing, but we had the ceiling removed when we built it. So it had a drop ceiling, and we had that taken out in order to gain height into the roof.
We have some machines that
yes, we got some stuff that's a little high, so we needed some space. And the best way of doing this, in my mind, would have been like take out the ceiling, but now you also take out the insulation.
Yep.
So we put what's those, like sponge boards, like 4-inch insulated sponge boards, but this comes with a challenge of its own because this is a metal building, so it's got metal struts all over. So now to put them in on the flat parts is easy, but when you get to the sides, so there's a lot of gaps and holes, and the guys who did it did their best. I don't really want to give them a hard time.
No,
because it was a challenge to do.
We had a hand when we needed a hand.
Yes, and it was not an easy job. No. But there's a lot that I need to do or redo because this is not something that people really do. It was an idea I came up with. Now, I could have probably bought better boards
Yeah.
which is probably half the problem, because some of them bowed, so it kind of pulls them away from the ceiling a little bit. But they used like a spot weld type thing, which was faster, but a lot of it didn't work. So I go back now and fix by applying glue and strutting, and I gotta put kind of
Insulating.
expanded foam in between, because the boards are not always straight, so they sometimes make a bit of a gap, and the gap is where the heat seeps through. So I gotta fix all of these things. So I have an entire 1,600 odd square feet of so that's the building size. Then the roof is pitched, so it's a lot more. It's probably over 2,000 square feet of roof I'm fixing inside to and then when you stand and you're working and you look up and you see light, and you're like, all my AC is just leaving.
And we really watch what the temperature runs in the manufacturing building. We find that very important.
Yes.
But
So I'm busy fixing all of that. So me, canned spray foam, aluminum, the metal tape that you use for ACs, and fiberboard glue are best friends right now. I've got little black things on my hands, and so I've been doing that for 2 days, in between whatever else we have to address. I try and do whatever I can outside early morning, because it's cool, and then once it heats up, I try and work inside.
I totally caught you leveling a heap yesterday.
Yes,
too.
I'm almost
you
done.
forgot about
Yes,
that.
I'm almost done. So I spent some time leveling a heap of gravel onto our parking, so we can actually get that sorted out a little better.
I like the crushed asphalt. The feel is nice. That is.
Yes, we'll probably get more of that.
Like stiff, like
sturdy.
It doesn't.
It
doesn't give.
Yes,
I like the feel of it.
Yes, I've got a compactor, but I've got to service it and fix it, so that'll help also compact things down. But anyway, there's never a day when nothing happens. And seeing that I was in the roof, I thought, well, maybe we talk a little bit about, just fixing things today, because if you want the job done right, 9 out of 10 times you got to do it yourself. Okay, but you don't always have time. So sometimes it helps to get someone to do a job for you to a point, and then you can do the finishing, because it's normally by the finishing where the problems are. So painting the wall is not the problem. It's it's the trim. It's all the trim around the plugs, and it's taking off. So what I would suggest, because this apparently, unless you want to pay a lot of money, it's apparently not a thing. If you want something painted, for example, go and strip your own plugs and switches and stuff like that, because
years of experience.
Well, no, but what's the time?
It's 8:08.
8:08. What is the earliest I can start swearing?
8:07.
Okay. The people, which is not the word I wanted to use, but anyway, the people, they don't take stuff off. They will tape it, and I'm like, taping stuff takes as long as fucking removing it.
Yes,
you see, I didn't want to swear. I didn't want to swear, but they make
you still did it.
Oh,
I told you 7:07. You're fine. It's 7:08 or 8:07.
Cover on a light switch has 2 screws. You just take it off, and then you fucking paint, and then you put it back when it's dry, and then you don't have to tape anything, and there's no chance, because now the other problem, what happens is when you paint, and I'm just using this as an example, if you get good quality paint, I mean, a lot of people just, if they want to paint something, they'll just paint with shit quality, which I've seen many times. I've bought some really good quality paint, because you want to get something that lasts. This is not the norm. People buy cheap stuff, and it just breaks my heart, when you pay all that money to have that work done, and the paint quality is bad. But anyway,
because it's pennies when it comes to the actual paint
itself.
So
when it comes to the whole fucking job,
expensive.
yes, and it's like, if you so you're just going to paint soon again because you use bad quality. Some of the, you can feel it. The paint's like the walls are dry, and it's not good. And also you hit it with anything and it's just gone. So anyway, and it's funny because especially contractors won't ask you. A lot of times they'll just do it, and then they charge you like they used expensive paint, but they didn't. So it's a pity, that people are underhanded like that. I would much rather have a happy customer than a upset repeat customer. Anyway, but if you use really good quality paint, what's going to happen is even if you tape, so you're either going to tape onto the wall, which means you're going to see marks from the old paint, or you got to leave it a little bit like just on the edge, which means your paint will actually set on the side of whatever cover it is that you have on the wall. So the next time you have a problem and you take the cover off, you're probably going to rip the paint off because the paint seals and attaches to the cover. So now you got to use a knife, and if you're not careful, you're going to probably cut into the wall or something like that. So you got to use like a, where's mine? I don't even know where it's like a box cutter, or something like that. And then if you slip, you cut the paint, and it's just, it takes like 2 seconds. You fucking take this thing off the wall, and then you can paint, and then you put it back when you're done. And I have no idea why this is not a thing.
It is not a thing because do you remember when we had our house painted?
That is exactly what I'm thinking about.
They took them off, some of them, and then put the wrong screws on the wrong ones. Do you remember the metal screws right up in that?
Yeah, then that's the other thing. So, you take
the silver plate instead of the white.
Yes, it's like, I don't understand. So you take them off, put them in a little Ziploc with its screws and everything, and mark them per room.
Or you can
leave it in a box outside the room, right on the Ziploc, like main bedroom, and then you put all the shit in the bag and fucking done. Oh, I'm gonna break this chair today.
I can get you another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get
just
turn
it around as well. You could turn it. I do have a hello to say to a few extra people. Dan Dingo Dan, I don't know if I said hello to you. I'm so sorry if I did not pop out your name.
Mate.
Good day, mate. That's horrible. Do you like sheep? Okay. Dominion After Dark left a Rumble rant. It says, use both hands to keep Anton's firm and juicy meat under control while you shove it into your mouth, from King of Biltong at Biltong USA, and pirate your checkout with code. I almost said that wrong. RRR for a nice discount.
Well, thank you, Dom.
I like that, Dom. Awesome. Yes. Pirate code 3Rs, 10% off Biltong. Use it. Andy Pearson saying, good morning and blessings to the House of Biltong.
Thank you, same to you,
John
sir.
Darkstar, I feel like
I
just saw you. Hello. Red Pill Rebel has popped back in, and Polish Dog. All of these guys we know. Who are these people? Where did they come from?
Yeah, so many people.
Look at this. So all trim was painted prior to installing and no overbrush marks. Contractor paint is made to cover over after every bad renter moves out.
Yes.
Not made to last.
Yes.
Went to Ace Paint School and got a degree.
Okay.
Hey, pat yourself on the back.
That's awesome.
Sorry.
No.
You can take the cover off, then put the screw back in the hole.
Yes.
That way you don't lose them or use the wrong. Dude, it was a thing. They really struggled with that house. Well, the thing is, we had to swap a bunch of them.
I'm not a professional. That's not my job. But I can do it better than the other people. And it's like, but you get paid for this shit, man. It's like, we had some doors painted here. So the guys are painting. So I'm like, why don't you take the fucking handles off? Like, you'd spend 20 minutes taping them up. Why don't you just take them off? Like, just take the handles off, and then you can paint under them, and you can just put them back. And then I get this like blank stare. And I'm like, I don't understand. Also,
no,
habla English perfectly, like no problem. Like habla no fucking brain working.
Yeah, you know. 80s.
But it's like we have automatic door closers. So I'm like, all right, you're gonna take that door closer off, so you can paint under it. Where it attaches, and also the seals that screw into the door. If they perish, which ours have. Okay, and you didn't take them off and paint under them and put them back. When I have to take off seals and I don't get the exact same one and I have to replace them, now I'm going to have marks. Because, the screw holes is not the problem. I mean, if you have to make new ones, you make new ones. But if the one's wide and the other one's narrower, now I've got whatever the old color is, a strip of that. And I don't have the paint you used because you painted and now all that paint's dry and gone. Because maybe it's a year later or whatever. But it's like there's no forethought when jobs are done. It's just get it done, get a move on, get to the next one. There's no quality control. Nobody says or do you know your door seals are all shot? Would you like to buy new ones? We make sure they fit, and then we take the old ones off and we paint the door and then we put the new seals in for you.
It's more fun to leave it off and let you figure out the gaping air.
Well, no, I took them off because they were worn.
No, I remember
but
that.
I took them off after the doors were painted, and I was like, fortunately, they still had a door left, and I was like, would you mind painting like the old doors with this like bright blue, because it's old school building classrooms, and then the new doors are like a brown kind of color, like a earth brown, dark brown. So now I got brown with this fucking neon blue stripe around it, and I'm like, can we like not have that? That would be nice if we don't have that, you know. So, and I'm talking about paint, but what I wanted to say is, you know, and I want to not sound too old here, but in the old days, you had to learn shit from people, like you couldn't just go and fix stuff or try and at least figure it out. So you either had to buy a manual. I remember there was a brand called Heinz. So Haynes, Haynes manuals for cars, and you could buy the vehicle manual, Haynes manual, for your vehicle, and then all the shit you got to do to your car, like anything you got to fix, starter replacement, fucking anything, pull the gearbox, clutch replacement, brakes, whatever you wanted. It was a thick book, and it had all illustrated pictures and all kinds of shit in there for you to fix stuff with. All right. Today we are spoiled because you take that little fucking thing and you go to a tube of you. Not that I like them, but that's where the information resides.
Educational stuff is.
Yes, we should put more of that shit on Rumble. But you go there and then you go look up how to fix my brakes on blah, and then fucking videos come up of people doing it, and then you can watch that and you can fix it. And it's pretty awesome. There's no reason today for people not to be able to do anything unless your hands are like that.
So just for correction, that Dingo Dan says the sheep are for New Zealanders and the Welsh.
Okay, New Zealanders and the Welsh. New Zealand, well, where men are men and sheep are nervous.
John Darkstar just says tape the screws to the covers. That's always it. Like,
yes.
You have so much painting tape. Just pop it on.
Just pop it on. Exactly.
Polish Slug. I saved a bunch of electrical tape containers and kept loose screws in them. They have snap covers. There you go.
Yes.
So Handy News suggests that we really need a good handyman.
Yes.
I think I found one.
Yes.
Polish Slug. Old prescription bottles work good too.
Yes.
Okay. Sigil, good morning to you. Welcome in. We are talking all kinds of handy work, to say the least. So, Jamal, my brother wanted to start a painting business called OCD Painters with the slogan, "We do it right because we have to."
Yes, that would be awesome. CDO painters.
CDO. Polish, like, the screws will match your paint job too when you hit them painting.
Yeah. I've seen some people where they just roller right over the fucking light switch paint cover, everything. Everything's just one color. It's like, dude.
No man. Dead Dingo Dan. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Exactly.
And if you have OCD, if it is not right, you're going to have problems.
That's like half my problem of getting started is I start listing out all the shit I got to do to make sure it's right. And I'm like, maybe tomorrow. Maybe today I make the list, because it's a long list.
So I introduced Anton to if you give a mouse a cookie.
Oh, yes.
It is something I grew up with. He was not familiar with it.
I did not know about the book.
So when we had Trinity, and we're getting her all these fun books as she's growing, our oldest daughter. It's like, hey, you may need to meet this character.
Yeah,
he is. If you give a mouse a cookie, I mean, it's like this and this and this and this and this. But I'm just as bad as he is, so I can't talk. Jamal, if you don't have time to do it right, how do you have time to do it again? That's a good point.
I tell my kids that we always used to have a saying is there's never time to do it right, but there's always time to do it again.
Yeah. No.
So I tell my kids, don't go back to fix stuff. Just get it done right first time, and that way you waste less time. But I think what I've had some service industry businesses and things, and what happens is people fall either for I don't know, charm, bullshit, or price. They one of those. They have to fall for something, and then what happens is they spend $50 on $100 job, but they get bullshit.
Yep.
So now they bring the $100 job to you, which is now not a $100 job. Now it's a $150 job
Yep.
because you got to fix the fuck up the previous guy made. But now they only have $50 left.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the $50 they spent on the $100 job, which is now a $150 job, but they only have $50 left. And then you do them a favor, and then you get fucking blamed for everything that goes wrong because the previous guy messed it up, and you tried to help. So it's a catch-22. It's very, very difficult.
I have the answer. Just eat biltong.
Yes.
And don't take GLP-1s.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's
and
true.
then I'm not the cause of your shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the GLP-1s. That's gonna be a problem, man.
I like me eyesight.
Yes, and also
And
people
my organs.
like so we've now met some people that are like solid on this, and it's like they are brainwashed.
Yes.
But I don't want to go down that rabbit
I know,
hole today.
I know.
Okay.
Just saying.
Bringing up
Just saying.
irrelevant subjects
So
here.
Don Darkstar says Chilton is another one for the big books.
Chilton,
of
okay.
knowledge.
I just remember the Haynes manuals. It was a thing. You
Yeah,
could go to any.
Flugo knows them.
Yes. So you could go to any spare shop, and when you buy your parts, you can buy your Haynes manual, and then it will show you exactly how to change your oil filter. But step by step, like, okay, so you got to if you got to drop a pan, or if you got to take a cover off, it'll show you everything how to do, where to get what screw sizes, bolt, nut, everything. It's a complete process-driven book with pictures.
I want to get one for Anton's truck, but I fear that my young son will grab it and read it and go do something.
So we were driving the other day.
would.
Oh, both sides are loose. Don't worry. I am not winning. So we were driving the other day, and of course my son was in the car, so he can do the. I'm bored. So I said, read the manual. So he did. He read the manual, and then he's like starts fiddling with buttons.
Yes.
I'm like, no. I
Yes.
didn't say press stuff. I just said read the manual. Yes, but Dad, you know if you no, don't press anything. Don't touch anything. Don't press anything. Do not configure anything.
That's
Yes,
the problem with
it's
him.
like,
Is
no,
he learns and he's
no.
like, I gotta do.
Yes, don't. Yes, but if you no. My car, the way it's functioning, perfect. I don't want any changes. Don't make anything go off. Don't set anything. Don't give me anything weird. Just I want to drive it, and if it was stick, it would be better. But I just want to drive it and leave the rest alone. I switch the lights on and off. I open and close the windows, and I do the AC. That's all I need. I don't need anything fancy. Don't start with when I switch the car off, the lights stay on for 20 seconds. No, just leave it. Just leave it alone. Put the fucking manual away now.
He is that kid. He's very, very aware and understands. So Miss Dodd popped in saying common sense isn't so common anymore, sadly.
Oh.
You and Handy, you guys share the news, and you know the
That's
people.
why our kids are not in school. I'm not going to make them stupid.
No, I really laugh when I listen to, because I don't do as much of the news stuff as Anton does. So I'll pop in every once in a while and I'll listen. I'm like, man, that's another reason to not be around people right now. Okay.
Yes.
I'll take my deserted part of the highway that we have found ourselves, away from everybody. Sigil, you are correct. Common sense was never common. That's really what it feels like. So Polish Dog says, my grandpa taught me a lot of useful things. That could be a lot of the problem, the interrelationships with families because separated by the state, literally. You know, the government gets the hands on the kids in the schools and then they're gone. Then there's no learning from generations.
Well, also, the world would be better if there were more useful grandparents.
Yes.
That would be a nice touch.
Frogman, anyone with horse sense knew that ivermectin was good.
Yes.
Painting over screws and windows, the landlord special.
Yes. Oh, man.
In the old days, before the dark times, before the empire, if you have to do the job twice, you effed up, and you shouldn't be doing it, says Red Pill Rebel.
That is correct.
Yes.
That is
so
correct.
WMD1 can't stop. 17 George, hello. I'm loving the American flags. And hail Anton, I love your meat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. There's thunder right now over my house. Can you send it my way, Jamal? We would like some thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of rain, man. It's been dry for 2-3 weeks now.
Yes,
even our pond, our dam went back to pond.
We are back on a fire ban for 90 days,
Yes.
which I told we had spoken about it. Like they did a week at first. Both of us were like, it's
Yeah,
gonna
it's not
change
gonna-
real quick. 90 days, done. Gotta get him a breadboard and some electronics to fuck with.
Oh,
Very
we've got
relevant. He's got that.
Not quite a breadboard. I know what you're talking about. So it's not the solder.
I would love for him to
Yes.
solder. I just a little bit more self-control.
Yes,
Like-
you're gonna burn some fingers, but that's
Yes.
how you learn.
I
You know, that's the
know,
thing.
I
Is
know.
like we were kind of left, and it's like, man, you like burn yourself, and it's like it's your problem. I mean, I was buying my own soldering iron and stuff like that. So what we got is it's like a breadboard, but it's got things you plug into it.
Yes, it's all snap.
It's like snap component type
Yes.
stuff, and they've built little fan things,
They have done
and
all
they've done all
kinds of
kinds of
stuff.
stuff, timers, and
Yes.
that's pretty cool.
He really likes that thing, and he's very big with marble runs.
Yes, he likes to build big marble runs.
So the thing with the marble run, I think of like the old tracks, the RC car tracks.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Kinetics.
I used to love Skylectric.
Yes.
Oh, Skylectric, man, that stuff I was insane for that.
I almost wanted to see if I could find them some pogs, because that boy sometimes he just wants to just throw things around, and I think some pogs would make him feel really good. Get him a nice slammer.
I don't know what
I know
that
you
is.
don't know what they
I
are,
have
but
no
these
idea what
guys,
that is.
hopefully some of you guys know what pogs are. And I'm not the only crazy one who grew up with pogs.
I have no idea.
So SS Grunt has joined us. Welcome in, sir, saying good morning. Hope
Good morning,
you guys are
good
having a
morning.
great start to your day.
Yeah,
so far.
absolutely.
Jamal, there's a meme that says owner's manuals used to give spark plug wiring and
Oh,
ignition
yeah.
timing.
Yes.
Now they warn not to drink the washer fluid.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I used to look up in the manual, and it used to tell you what your spark plug gap is. I mean, everybody had a feeler gauge, and I know you don't. I don't know if you know what that is, but a feeler gauge is basically different thickness, like flat metal plates from like 0.00 of an inch all the way, to. I mean, we were working in millimeters. I think the thickest one you got was like 1 millimeter, which is probably around about a 16th of an inch. But you used to have to set, and then I remember when the tri plugs, so the plugs that had three probes or three little hooks, and then it's got the single probe. When those came out, then you had to buy them per vehicle because you couldn't set the gaps on them. But on the old ones, I remember the twin spark plugs, and it came out and it had one central core, and I think the core had a V on it. Either the core or the but they used to say it made two sparks when they ran. So it was a twin spark plug, and they were a little more expensive. And then the spark plugs came out. Then you had the two heads with a center core, and then you had the three heads with a center core. And now you got the iridium plugs and stuff like that. I really like the iridium plugs, but I still got a feeler gauge, set the gap, and that was in the manual. I think it's still in the manuals, but I mean, people don't even understand how to get a plug out of a fucking engine today.
You're gonna like this. So Flugo, I did a full brake job, including packing bearings by myself at 9 years old with a Haynes manual. No help. Those books had all you needed.
Everything, man. If you could read.
Because my son's 8. He would do that.
Yes.
He would do that.
But I mean, I would probably unleash him on our trailer. It's like we got a little Honda mower, and it's in dire need of some attention. I actually bought it for the kids. It's got a proper air-cooled little engine.
Yeah, we should get
I think a 2-cylinder or something. So, I mean, if I could get something like that, I would literally give him the tractor and that manual and say, okay, you go service that thing and have fun and do the jobs. And he would have a field day. But yes, no, I agree. I mean, I wasn't quite 9, but I used to service all the family cars. I used to have to fix fucking everything that broke. But I was probably 13. I guess about 13, and I was servicing the vehicles, fixing. That's somebody was saying to me, I can't remember if it was the kid or his dad or someone, but they said they're trying to do like set up a little business type thing, and I said where we are it won't work, but in the city, like all you do, okay, is you tell people I will come and check your tire pressure once a week, okay, and I will make sure that your tires are inflated. And you get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and you go and you walk from neighbor to neighbor, and you go and you check their tire pressure. And if they'll allow you, you could check their. I mean, and this kid was like 16. You check their washer fluid, so nothing complicated. Stay away from the kind of engine-y stuff, just in case. But you could fill the washer fluid. You could check their tires, and stuff like that. Make sure that they're inflated properly. Leave them a little report. You can even do it on text. Your tires
If
with this.
only a guy had an app where you could plug all of this information.
Oh, I developed that app a while ago, but anyway.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
No, I'm annoyed because that app, we got rid of it. But anyway,
that was brilliant.
Yeah, that was software days. But I mean, you could literally text them. Right front was this, is this. Left front was this, is this. I mean, there's like all kinds of shit because people don't want to do that.
Nope, that's hard. Yeah. So Handy says, bring back Radio Shack. Bring back Radio Shack and fries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we agree on those two?
Yeah, Radio Shack and fries.
There's
fries.
I miss fries. There's a Facebook page called Teach Girls Real Stuff. It's a dad and two young girls building a truck.
Okay.
That's interesting. Sounds like you've got yourselves an engineer, right? You're under a burn ban. You've had so much rain. We lit the burn pile at work. Literal tons of kiln-dried hardwood cuttings and sawdust with every bit of trash this place can generate. Okay.
Wow.
It'll burn for a month.
Wow.
Hey, some people do know Pog. Well, okay, Handy knows Pogs. Nobody else says they know Pogs. Progman says, I miss Blockbuster Video.
Yes.
I got my hopes up when everybody started putting their logo in their Facebook profile. Turns out that was the Ukrainian flag. That's funny. That's funny. Don't drink. What was that? Where was that? Sorry. Don't drink the DEF diesel.
Yes.
Don't do it. Spitfire spark plugs.
Yes.
Yes. Knowing how to pull a spark plug is very important in case you need to put pebbles in some wagon's engine. Good morning, Jacob Castro. Glad to have you in. Hey guys, I don't know if we've reminded you yet today. Add a like, leave a comment, and hit the repost for us. It does help, believe it or not. I know it sounds silly, but it does help if you haven't yet. Polish Dog, in our engine repair class, we set the cam back one tooth, and when they tried to start it, it shot the pull cord handle across the room from the backfire.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. Sorry, I've got to take this quick.
Take that off. Take that off. That is A-okay. I got his mic. There we go. I turned it off. So in other words, I get to talk chat for a little bit. Electric train sets, mechano kits. Yes, good times. Man, Progman, all the cool stuff, right? I swear, all the cool stuff. I miss fries. Yes. No, dude, I've reminisced about them so many times. I used to love fries. So where I grew up here in the Metroplex, there was one practically in walking distance. I cannot tell you how many times I used to walk down that street. It was on a major highway, but it didn't matter. We walked down there, get whatever we needed. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. OG Dark Spider, good morning to you as well. And CK, hey. Hey, thank you, Dead Dingo Dan. See, Pogs. I cannot remember where they originated, but it was a random thing, and it kind of sparked up for a little bit. Some people knew about it, some people didn't know about it, and then it went away. So I don't expect everybody to know about the Pogs. I am grabbing him by his mic, Sigil Stone. How did you know? I cannot help myself. I made an oil well with an erector set. I still have the sets. That's awesome. Handset, good morning. Yes, an owner's manual used to tell you how to adjust the valves. Nowadays, it tells you to not drink brake fluid. That's correct. Jamal was saying the same thing. He's experienced it. Yep. Yes and no, Handy. I saw quite a variety of those, but you are correct. Sith, good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. Yes, sir. Okay, can I put it back on
yes.
you?
So Scott and them are on their way.
Okay. Is he going to be
Yes.
here early?
No, around 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay if he's in
Yeah.
bed early.
Yes.
And he won't be offended by this either.
No, not really.
He's a very good friend of ours.
Yes, correct.
We have believe it or not, we actually have a few people who have stuck around us. I don't know why and what's wrong with them.
Yeah, right.
The gentleman Anton just mentioned, we've officially met his whole family at this point.
Yes.
Because he is a customer that we met in 2019, turned really good friends with Anton, and he used to tell us about this faraway place where he had a farm. We're like, man, that sounds really far. Why would you drive up and down? Because he was in the Metroplex like we were. It's like, but that's so far. Guess what? He's my neighbor now. We moved to where he spoke about. So I really chuckle how that kind of...
in 2019, we didn't know the whole world was going to go insane.
No, and I swear, I kept thinking that it was so far. And his wife, I'll tell you guys a little bit about this family. His wife is a massage therapist. We met her as she was going through school, and she helped cure some ailments for Anton and I. Would you believe it or not? Some simple massage therapy and someone who knows what they're doing, along with, some
the doctor wanted
diet.
me to get surgery on my shoulder, and I was like, yeah, I don't like that. And then she helped by stretching it out for me. Okay, it was...
very painful.
I think pain is not the right word, because I think every time I was done, I had to go change my underpants because I weed a little bit. It was very sore.
No, but it was once a week for a little bit.
Yes, it was more like physiotherapy more than actual massage therapy. But I had frozen shoulder, and she used to stretch my shoulder out. Man, and that was sore. But it fixed the problem.
And that was, a couple months, yes, it does take some time, but no surgery, no crazy medications, nothing weird, just, some consistent physiotherapy, whatever you want to call it.
What am I popping on there?
So 1, 2, and 2.
And then anything small for the kids?
No. Did you spray it?
I did.
Okay. You were fast. I'm not even noticing. Friday, we are ordering more tribal coffee. Ooh, handy. I like it.
That coffee is good, man.
Let me know if we need to set up something wholesale with you. We do have clearance to do that. I spoke to them yesterday. I told you they are such a cool family. I adore that family. That's another group. Full circle. They are in the Metroplex right now, but they are looking to come this direction.
Yeah, they actually have family with land not far from us.
Yes,
and some
just
friends
north of
out here
us.
and stuff, yeah. But it's going to be weird because it's like everybody's going to move here. And then we're going to have to now we're going to move again.
No, but I will take these guys. These are not the city people.
But also I got 21 acres here, not like a quarter acre or whatever we had in the city,
Yeah, that was tight. That was very tight. Not enough space.
No. You want to check the time there for the tube?
38.
Time.
I can turn it off.
No,
I
give it
don't
another
care.
couple of minutes. We can talk some nonsense, and then the tube can go away.
Handy has 4 pogs on his desk. Dude, you're so funny. I love it.
So we're gonna have to stick to time today.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can.
But Friday we can have some fun.
Okay.
Yes.
If he cops an attitude with me again while being a lazy retard today, might be the day I actually come. Who are you wanting to kill, Sigil?
Sigil's getting upset with someone at work.
That fuck coworker.
Yes.
Dude, don't do it. Stay out of prison. Okay.
Yes. No, it's like the machine just it just ate him. I remember there was some guys that I worked with or were friends with worked at a very well-known automotive plant in South Africa, and there was a contractor that used to do press parts for them, so like bonnets and fenders and stuff. And more than once, someone ended up in the bonnet press, and then the press makes them a bonnet. Oh yeah, it's like, okay, now we must clean out stuff everywhere.
Yeah, no thank you.
Yes, because it takes the metal and then it basically smacks that metal into a shape. It's like, yes, then
so when there's gooey bits, it's goo everywhere.
Oh yeah, well, it's a thin, metal. So it takes a flat metal plate and shapes it like a hood. And then the guy is in there doing whatever, and then that thing comes down and says, so you got legs and nothing. You got a hood-shaped human.
Ooh, that sounds horrible.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that sounds
I don't
horrible.
think there's a lot of pain involved in that.
No,
I
I'm
think
sure
it's
it's
just
pretty instant.
yes.
It's like squishing a bug.
Yes,
It's a squish,
yes, because it's a I don't know how many 100-ton press or whatever. So this thing just goes schmack, and then
So Dead Dingo Dan says hose down the workshop.
yeah.
You know, that's
I remember somebody else told me, so they worked at an exhaust. They made other stuff as well, but their main, the main kind of thing they were involved in was exhaust silencers, hangers, brackets, and pipes and stuff like that. So there was this one press part, which it's basically a little piece of flat bar, and it gets so you feed this thing into the machine, and it presses out little bits out of this bar for use in further manufacturing. So something got stuck, so this guy stuck his finger in to try and get it out, and this thing basically pressed his finger, but his finger was in a leather glove.
You still
so well, the finger was off, but the glove was attached. So now you got the tip of the finger on the far end, and you got the middle part now off, and then the back. So this is now all in the glove. So now he can't get his hand out because the glove's stuck in the machine. So my uncle had to take a bent pair of pliers and basically stick it in there and get the glove and lift it up and pull the whole hand out. So I don't know if they got it reattached, the finger, but he was.
I mean, that would be the way to do it, is to have it still,
yes,
accessible.
And I told you about the other guy that had
Yep.
So we had we had two Marcuses work for us, and the one didn't have fingers. So the way we identified them was Marcus and Marcus. We called it min fingers, which is few fingers. Marcus and Marcus, few fingers.
Well, you have to know who's who in the zoo, right?
Yes.
So Polish Dog says, I bought a 30-inch rear engine rider in '92, and it still runs and cuts grass. That's awesome.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah, if you maintain your machinery, they last.
Yes.
You have to maintain them.
Now Sigil's got a problem here. He says, even worse is when he thinks he can lie to me and I'll fall for it.
He's obviously not knowing who he's dealing with.
Doesn't know you well. Salty Zipper Tits, good morning.
Good
there was
morning.
a long ree.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
So his suggestion is, work your ass off, become the boss, then make his life miserable. Revenge. Stop bitching. Oh, you guys, stop it. Stop it. Y'all are horrible. You guys are like yelling at each other in chat. Come on, dudes. I have the vinyl from the finger portion of a glove is still jammed in the middle finger of my left hand. Flap disc tore the top of it and stuffed the glove in. Oh my.
Things that happen when you work with your hands.
Yeah, no, that can happen. So I posted a video of our slicer the other day, and then I made sure to post a picture of the device that stops you from putting your hand in the slicer. I guess people didn't realize the equipment we use, and we're so used to it, we forget that it is a little aggressive.
Yes.
As far as food.
We don't allow
goes.
staff to work with it because
Staff do not work with it.
no.
It is something Anton and I exclusively work with. But I do remember when the meat investigator came to see us for the first time. Do you remember his comment? There is no way that was made in the States. There's no safety protocols on it. Like, that was exactly his statement. So we can actually go ahead and shut off YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. YouTube, adios. Like,
just before you shut off YouTube, just punt a little.
All
you know,
right.
I think I have bragging rights, just little bragging rights.
So this guy is phenomenal. So Viva Verde, manufactured by Biltong USA. It is incredible. It is the taste that Viva does approve of, and unapologetically wholesome, if I remember correctly. Am I missing anything?
No, I'm just waiting for the final stamp of approval from the man himself. And then if that comes through, then that'll be on sale. In fact, I will give you a little tip. It is available on sale right now, but I cannot really sell it yet because I'm waiting for the final yes.
Got it, the A-OK.
A-OK.
I like it. I think it's so flavorful.
We've had a lot of customers actually like it. So So that's the first one. I hope to have the mustard and a hot mustard by next week.
And this is not hot. It has a tinge of flavor to it, but it's not.
It's not really hot.
Spicy.
It's more like it's almost like a salsa type.
Yeah.
It's very good. I'm not familiar with verde. I'm sure many of you are, and you'll know exactly what it is. But it's a green tomato, basically a green tomato salsa, I would say.
It's a green salsa. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
green,
like a
green sauce. Sorry.
Like a green
Verde's
sauce
green
salsa.
sauce. Yeah.
Yes. All right, but it's almost like salsa-ish because it's kind of thickish.
It's got texture to it, which is
Yes.
very nice.
Yes.
So when you dip stuff in it, you actually get stuff on. Yeah, it's
Yes.
good. We may have had chicken yesterday. I
Yes.
may have had some yesterday.
Yes. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. But anyway.
All right, can I shut
All
up
right,
YouTube?
shut YouTube off.
Like,
Goodbye.
share, subscribe, follow.